When it comes time to picking an esports organization for you and your future, there's many things that you should consider when trying to decide which is the right organization for you. The key thing I just said right there is the right organization for you. It's not always necessarily about getting the best offer or going to the best organization that's showing interest in you. It's really about finding the right organization. And the way that you can find the right organization is just doing a few simple steps. Step one is really just figuring out who you are and what you want to accomplish. Like, gather everything, the goals that you want to set for yourself, and see if they align properly with the organization that you're potentially going to be signing with. I would always, and I'll tell all of our clients to do this, is, look at the organization that we're talking to. Consider talking to some people within the organization. Find out among the community what the vibe is of the organization, and if that vibe kind of fits what you're trying to accomplish in your career. You have to read the organization and see what their goals are, and see if everything makes sense for that to be who you end up signing with. You have to really accurately estimate, the direction that the organization is going to, because there's many times where it might be a newer organization or an organization that doesn't have too many followers, but if their goals align with yours and you're reading them correctly, and it seems like that they're estimating their task and everything properly, then maybe that is the right organization for you. Many times people just want to, sign with the top tier orgs. And while those orgs are great, well funded and well ran, however, these orgs are not necessarily the right org for everyone. It's you really have to be out in the community and identify who you are, and think about if this org seems to be the best fit for you. Another thing when it comes to choosing the right organization is to, almost look at the history and the reputation of the org. A lot of orgs have a different vibe. A lot of orgs have a different brand that they're trying to accomplish. Does that brand fit your brand? That's a big question to ask. You might be interested in FaZe or some of the other top tier orgs out there, but does their brand truly fit the way that you are on stream? Are you their style? If it's not, you might be signing with that org for just say a 6-month contract, and likely at the end of that 6-month contract, you're back to being a free agent again. You really would like to try to find an org where you're going to grow with that org. You're going to be with this org for not only just the first contract, but multiple extensions then afterwards. When you want to avoid conflict, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when you're signing with an organization, you want to consider everything and really try to avoid any issues arising, because if your brand and the org's brand do not align with one another, there is going to be conflicts and there is going to be issues down the line, which then thus that isn't really the right organization for you. So really just wrapping this all up, and I know this was a pretty quick video, but when it comes to signing, an organizational contract, it's not always about just the best contract or the best organization out there. You really have to find the right one. And the way to find the right one is to pretty much do your research, talk to people, see if your goals align with their goals. Take everything into consideration. Don't just look at the organization's name or just look at the offer that the organization is putting on the table, but really consider everything and think of it as almost like a marriage. And you want to be married to this org, not just for a quick year just to get a divorce, but you want to be married to them so that you can have a career in esports and really be financially stable for the rest of your esports career.